Good afternoon. This series of videos is going to be about insulated concrete form construction. I'm calling it Do It Yourself because we're trying to do most of the work ourselves when possible. I'm here where recently we got a well put in. This well is 600 feet deep, puts out 2 gallons per minute. There's water much sooner than that, but not quite enough. It's like solid rock. Here are, I believe, 5 pallets of the insulated concrete form panels. These are the basic wall panels. And over here are more. And somewhere over there are boxes of the connectors. We'll go over and show you them. Okay, these have been sitting out in the weather for a month, over a month. This is called, the brand is called Smart Block, and these are available from from Home Depot in the United States. These are the connectors, and on the end we have a small pallet, which are the corner pieces, which we don't need too many of. All that we need came in this one pallet. These are the corner pieces. Over there, there's some roof trusses under a cover, and over there is the basic house, which we will describe in the next video, because here's the insulated concrete form system. Now, why did we get this brand? Well, the 3 brand we checked, the prices were actually very similar, but the main reason we got these is they were available. Everybody else had about a 6-week waiting period, and we wanted to make sure we could get them. We thought maybe that waiting period is going to get longer and longer. So we got these through Home Depot. This is a section that I've assembled just to see how it goes together. These pieces are, I'm pretty sure, 40 inches long. There's different sizes. A lot of them are 16 inches high and 48 inches long. So they're actually, 50% bigger than these. These are actually fairly small as the ICF system goes, which probably has advantages and disadvantages. Being 40 inches long, they fit easily crossways on standard shipping pallets. And because these come disassembled, I'm sure the actual shipping is less, but we have to go through the work of putting them together. And these, obviously, I put them together, which is fairly fast. You can see how these goes. And I wanted to see how the corners are. Because once you assemble each one of these, then you actually cut out here so that the concrete will be continuous around the corner. I haven't cut these out yet, but these corner pieces just slide in here. Let's see if I can pull this one out. There. This corner piece slides in these notch slots and goes down. A good thing here is it keeps this end connector in place, which keeps tension on all this, keeps everything together. They fit together pretty good. And we basically stack these up. And as you can see, these connectors, this does not have all the connectors. I still have to put them in. I just have one on each end, one here and one here. Normally they have this full number of connectors, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's going to be 8 connectors per block. And these connectors, as you can see, have this flat tab out here. When you slide them in, as I'm going to do here, I'll slide this one in, push down. It's probably good to have gloves because they have these points that poke you a little bit. When you slide down, these ends here are in a position where you can screw into them to attach sheetrock or other finishing on the inside or outside walls. And what we're going to use on this one are sheetrock on the inside, which is drywall. Sheetrock is a brand, drywall. And we're going to use what they call hardy board, big hardy board panels cut to size on the outside. So on here, it's actually marked. It's a little, I had to understand this, but the actual place you can screw into starts here and goes down to here. I wish they wouldn't have had that there. Anyway, when the ones that are shorter is where you can screw into them from here to here. So this, and I could also screw into it. There's nothing here, nothing here. There's another cross panel here you can screw into the ties. And here you can probably see the zigzag pattern they have that fits it all together to seal it well. And I'm going to put one together here. These just come like this, disassembled, which leaves them obviously a smaller package than most brands. And basically, I'll just slide this in here. With these little points up. These little points give you different positions for the horizontal rebar. You can put them in the middle right here, or any one of these positions. Lots of times you would alternate from one side to the other. Let's say on the left side on this panel, and then if you put them, say you put a horizontal rebar every 2 panels, not every one, that's overkill. If you put one, you maybe start with a rebar down here, then the next one up here, the rebar would be on this other side, then go to the other side, zigzag to get maximum strength from the rebars in that way. However, they can also be done in the middle. And the vertical rebars will be dropped in once everything is assembled. Okay, this is a little hard to film with keeping my hand free for the telephone, so I think you'll see it more as we go, how I've put them together. As I say, these will be ready, except that when they're on the corner, then you come with a handsaw or a power saw, but handsaw is probably fine, and cut this section out before you assemble it so that the concrete can be continuous around the corner. Okay, that's the basic system. I will see how we'll like it, how fast it goes. Obviously these are slower because I have to assemble them, but it's probably more or less made up by the savings in shipping costs. And as I said, this is these are 1 foot tall. By the time they're assembled, they're 1 foot tall. Obviously, they're like 1 foot 1 inch or something because they go together. But they're 1 foot tall. So our maximum wall height on the high side is about 16 foot, and I believe it's 9 foot on the short side. So we'll be going from 9 to 16 foot. And obviously, along the side walls, we'll be cutting them at an angle, which should be pretty easy to do with saws. To slope it up. And the goal, I have 3 weeks to get the walls up on this house and hopefully get the roof trusses set. We will see. I think realistically, if I have a week and a half, in a week and a half to get the walls up and get them poured, and then another maybe week at the most to get the, probably less than a week, to finish the columns and get them set up. And you'll understand the columns when I describe the building. And then in the last week to get the roof trusses up, ready for roof sheathing. And that's the plan. I'll make another video here to show the general outline of the building to give some ideas. I do have drawings, but I don't have a printer here, so I might show you them on the computer only. Anyway, so we're going to see how it goes building a insulated concrete form house. It's about 1,800 square feet. One main single roof of a single side that goes from 9 foot up to 16 foot walls. And then on the right side over here, we're going to have probably an 8 foot wide porch with a porch roof in that direction, probably 11 feet. So we have roughly a 30, starting here, we'll have a 33 foot roof sloping down. And then over here, up from the very top, we'll have an 11 foot roof sloping down. The 11 foot roof is going to be supported off the walls rather than have columns there. You'll understand that obviously as we get going. The main thing is this system practical for a do-it-yourselfer? I have, let's see, what would I say? I have maybe 10 years of experience in construction, doing drywall, some ceramic tile, several months ceramic tile, several months in framing. And I can do electrical and have done on a few houses, electrical and plumbing. So I know pretty much what I'm doing, much more than the average person, but I'm still having to check the building codes a lot to know exactly what they're requiring, because those can vary from state to state, and clearly from country to country. And so we'll see how this goes. As I hope we can see major progress in these 3 weeks that I'm going to be here, and I'll be putting up videos of progress. Thank you.